Checking in once again with the Lady Flames basketball team as they get ready to continue conference play this Saturday in the Vine Center when the Campbell Camels come to town. We'll talk about that game in just a little bit, but right now as we catch up with head coach Carey Green, let's revisit the Winthrop game from Tuesday night, and certainly a tough loss, the first conference loss this year. But Winthrop, a team that has started to kind of establish itself as one of the better teams in the conference, and really, you look back at your club, a little bit of an off night as far as shooting the basketball, but still had some chances there in that one down the stretch.
Well, Winthrop has certainly made a push to be one of the better programs in the conference, and they're currently obviously the defending champion, and had a great push last year and last couple years, and certainly have a great team, well coached, and a team that you better prepare for, especially on their court. And we prepared, just didn't get it done. We didn't shoot the ball that well, and we finished up shooting like 27%, and really played well in certain areas, rebounded extremely well, stayed in the game because of that, but couldn't overcome their 57% shooting in the second half. And it's just tough to win those games. Hopefully it'll serve as a wake-up call for us, and we've got to work on some other aspects of the game. Rebounded extremely well. Maybe knock down those simple shots and work on our defense.
Probably a little bit encouraging looking at it from that standpoint that, your team's not going to come out and shoot like that, maybe again this season, and the fact that you were able to dominate in so many other areas.
Well, hopefully we don't shoot that bad ever again, and did a really exceptional job rebounding. And if we could just get solid on defense, and from a coach and player's perspective, it's disappointing to lose, but it revealed some areas that if we can get solid at, and I think that if we got solid in the last 4 or 5 minutes with our defense, then I think we could have snuck that one out, but it didn't happen. We got to make some shots. We didn't make the shots, and they made the key baskets at the end of the game. So it is encouraging. It's a wake-up call. If we can move forward with that, I think you can always draw lessons from the past, but don't live in the past. We need to move forward.
And in the past, it seems like this team has always responded well after a loss. Next opportunity against Campbell on Saturday. You're now 8-1 in league play. This will be, after this game against Campbell, the halfway point of conference play. It's hard to believe that it's already starting to creep up towards March Madness, getting a little bit closer. But kind of assess your team at this point halfway through conference play. What do you like? What do you not like?
Well, what I like is that we have considerable depth on the team. We can go probably 2 deep, almost 3 deep at every position. We can rotate some people around and play at different positions. So I think that's a strength. I would like to think that we're getting a wake-up call with our rebounding. It's something that's been strong in the past but inconsistent this year. So hopefully we can get a little more consistent. With the exception of the last game, we've been shooting the ball pretty good. It's just unfortunate that we shot the ball poorly. At the middle of the conference play, I'd have to assess that we're playing probably B basketball, capable of playing much better. There's some areas that we can improve in, and as we go into Campbell's game, it's a team that we certainly respect, a team that's been in the conference and well coached, and a team that's got a lot of balance as well. I mean, you've got 2 girls averaging around 12 points, and another one around 10, and a couple of them around 8. So they have a well-balanced team, so we won't be able to just key in on 1 or 2 ball players. But well-balanced team, big challenge for us, and certainly glad to be back home and playing at home instead of on the road.
You split with the Camels a year ago, each team winning on the others or on their home court. When you look at them this year, 6-3 in Big South play, they're tied for 3rd. This is a big game for them. And also their leading scorer, Amanda Kaufer, 13 points a ball game. What kind of player is she? What kind of challenge does she present?
Well, she does her fair share of damage, but again, I think their strength is more of their balance, being able to go inside and outside, shoot the 3, get it inside, out quick. People get up and down the floor. And traditionally they've been a half-court trap defense. They're going to do anything and everything they can to win the game, and they're really a good opponent, as you're saying, 6-3, and some of their losses have just been by less than 5 points, so they could be tied for second. I mean, they're right there, and a team that has earned our respect from last year's loss on their court, and we just got to come ready to play. And I don't want to single out somebody like her right now because they're so well balanced. And last game against Winthrop, here's Kilpatrick drops 20 points on us, and she is not, in their top 2 or 3, top 3 scores, and yet you take away half her points and we win by 5. But so I think it's a team that we certainly have to respect every player on Campbell's team.
Should be a good matchup here on Saturday at 2 o'clock, Liberty and Campbell. Coach Green, we appreciate your time. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Dick.
That's the head coach of the Liberty Lady Flames, Carey Green. My name is Nick Pierce for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.